Hi, my name is Kensu. I'm here to share um, feedback from this uni activities in the technology enhanced instruction in today's classroom setting. First of all, for the interview questions that I have put together uh, to have my colleagues at my current school to answer, they are the subject area they teach. Um, how do they integrate technology into their daily class instructions? What are some of the important questions they would put into consideration when integrating technology into their lesson plans? Do they personally feel like or dislike the trend of technology being used more often in classroom instructions? Do they feel students have enough responsible understanding in technology use both in and outside classroom settings? Do they find students show interest when we as a teacher introduce new technologies to support their learning? What would be the proper age as a teacher you think technology should be introduced to students? And as a teacher, do you feel there's a need that more technology professional development opportunities are being offered at the school? And I was able to receive feedback from 4 colleagues, 3 of them from the language department, 1 from the IT department. Things in common from their feedback that I've found is that technology are all being used into everyday classroom instructions as well as the lesson plans because it is an information-driven era. The textbook information is still solid, it's still there, but it may be outdated. It's not as updated as information that are available on the internet. So using technology to enhance students' learning process is necessary and important. One common question from all feedbacks is that teachers are thinking about whether or not the technologies has become a replacement for a non-tech method or means, and does it transform what and how learning take place nowadays for students as well as for teachers? And I personally think there's a fine line between go all in with technologies or just leave it alone, because even in my own subject area, which is PE, that I feel that the use of technologies is very helpful to improve students' skills, where they can record how they play, review, reflect, and then improve upon it. And I think that's how the current sports world, all the professional sports teams, what they are doing, try to use technology to enhance their performance. And also one common agreement is that all teachers, including myself, that we feel it is necessary for us to learn what's currently most useful technology applications on the market from available professional development opportunities for us as a teacher to learn, so that we can introduce that to students or just use it as part of our instructional plans. And there's a 50-50 argument that students have enough understanding in terms of how to properly use technology in classroom setting. And when looking at the unit plan that from these social studies, that you can see from the beginning, the teachers are using that's called the old-fashioned way to give out clear instructions, detail of the unit plan, what we would like to achieve as a class, and what we as a teacher would like students to achieve from their learning process. And teachers offer instructions, teachers offer resources for students to look into, and then technology comes into play. Students are encouraged to use technology to research, to dig into information, to use different programs to put their findings together, to present their ideas, present their findings, to show teachers what they have learned from the lesson plan. And the checklist that I put together, that I think when thinking about planning my own lesson plan, is, as you can see here, is that do I want this lesson plan to be independent student work or collaborative type of work when it comes to use technologies? It is the type of technology that I wanted to implement to my unit plan easy access for students, or do students have to pay to buy the extra software in order to complete assignments? And do students have enough skills to use the applications to complete the lesson task? Will technology use take away too much of their time in understanding the unit to learn? Do I also at the end include the feedback from students in terms of their learning process in using technologies? And I think those are the aspects that I share with cohorts, that they feel that those are all important aspects to put into considerations when using technology into classroom instructions. Thank you.